On the 4th of March 1861, underneath the incomplete dome of the Capitol building in Washington, D.C., Abraham Lincoln was inaugurated as the United States' 16th president, and over the course of his 4 years and 6 weeks as president, he would become one of the most recognizable faces in United States history. Over the course of his presidency, his physical appearance would dramatically decline. However, there is a feature of his appearance that remained consistent from day one, and that was his clothing, which is something that has made him rather distinguishable amongst other U.S. presidents. During Lincoln's presidency, he owned 2 different types of coats. The first coat is often referred to as his office coat, as it was a piece of his office suit. Throughout his entire first term as president, this is the coat he would be wearing. This coat was made entirely out of black broadcloth, and it was double-breasted, with 4 buttons on each side of the coat, creating a total of 8 buttons. This coat was also a long coat, so it ended just above his knees, and this was a feature that he was accustomed to when purchasing coats, as we could see in virtually every photograph of him prior to his presidency. This coat is actually still in existence today. It is owned by Smithsonian and is located at the National Museum of American History. The second coat Lincoln wore during his presidency was created in early 1865 in preparation for his second inauguration on the 4th of March 1865, which is the first time we have a photograph of him wearing it. This coat was tailored in black wool with silk interior lining by Brooks Brothers. Much like the office coat, this is a double-breasted coat with 4 buttons on each side, giving it an outward appearance that made it almost identical to the office coat. Inside the coat on the silk lining, there is a hand-embroidered decorative of an eagle carrying a banner, which reads, on the left side, "One Country," and on the right, "One Destiny." "One Country, One Destiny" had deep meaning to Lincoln outside of the Civil War, as, back in 1837, Senator Daniel Webster gave a speech when he said that phrase, and Daniel Webster was one of Lincoln's early political role models. This coat also survives today. It is owned by Ford's Theater, and it is the coat Lincoln was wearing the night he was shot. The left shoulder, as a result, was stained in blood, and before the coat was donated to Ford's Theater, the individual owner allowed people to view it and cut pieces away of the shoulder, so the left sleeve is detached from the main body of the coat today. Underneath whatever coat Lincoln was wearing, depending on the term of his presidency, he wore a single-breasted black wool vest that had a shawl collar and 4 pockets. The vest had 5 black buttons on its right-hand side, which would remain visible when the vest was buttoned together. The upper button was home to a gold chain that connected to Lincoln's golden pocket watch that remained in his left upper breast pocket. Underneath the vest, Lincoln wore a standard button-up white dress shirt with a fold-down collar, and underneath the collar he wore a silk black bow tie that he tied into a diamond point. Lincoln's pants were black wool trousers with a waistband, fly front, and suspender buttons. They also had 2 front pockets, which could be closed using a single button. As for shoes, Lincoln often preferred to wear black leather, ankle-height boots. The final item of clothing to discuss today is Lincoln's silk stovepipe top hat, which was 7 1/8 of an inch tall. Much like the rest of Lincoln's presidential uniform, the hat was black, and it was manufactured by J.Y. Davis. It had 2 bands on it. The first one was placed on by the manufacturer, and it was 3/8 of an inch thick with a small metal buckle connecting it together, and Lincoln added a 3-inch thick mourning band to the hat after the 20th of February 1862, when his son Willie died of typhoid fever. We're not exactly certain as to when Lincoln purchased this hat, but we do know he was wearing it the night he was assassinated, and it still exists today. It is also owned by Smithsonian, and it is located at the National Museum of American History, just like his office suit. With that having been said, I have nothing more to add on to this topic for today. So, if you have learned something new in this video, why not leave a like and a comment down below, and have a wonderful day.